All right, I want to talk a little bit about being honest with yourself. Um, it's a funny thing because I was raised Christian, and I know a lot of the main religions of the world share somewhat similar outlooks and views, and they're really freaking antiquated, and they're made for. I mean, I don't know, people. They must have been really fucking dumb back in the day. But, however, apparently there's a God up there who cares how you cook your steaks or whatever. And anyways, I'm going on a rant here. But in my Christian upbringing, there's a lot of things about myself, impulses that I have as a person that I was told were bad, that were incorrect. And so instead of learning about myself and learning which situations cause me to react in different ways, I accepted a certain label. And another really crappy thing about Christianity is I accepted that I was unable to change and that I needed God's help to change, and that only through Him would that change ever be effected. And, I love you, Mom and Dad, but that was hands down the worst thing you could have ever done. I was literally mentally hobbled for 25 years because of that mentality. And for anyone else that's out there, I don't care if you believe in God or not. I mean, I do want to point out that the God you believe in was determined by your geographical location, just so you know. And so it doesn't matter if you want to believe in white Jesus, black Jesus, Zeus God, or whatever God looked like before our most recent adaptation. But I personally don't think God exists at all, at least not in the way that we have anthropomorphized Him, and not in the way that we think He exists, or she, or the entity, or see what I mean? The God of the Bible is this complete horseshit. And so I don't care whether or not you want to accept that. That's not the point of this. The point of this is that you can't let some 2,000-year-old code of conduct dictate how you feel about the world and what your physical and emotional impulses are. You can't do that. You have to experience them. You have to get to know them, and you have to find out who you really are. Don't take a label from some outer source. Whether it be a really old book that a lot of people like or a brand new book that only a few people like. Don't let something else define you. Find out who you really are. Experience your emotions to the fullest and find out what makes you happy. And, if it turns out that being a serial killer makes you happy, please don't fucking blame me. At least you live in peace with yourself. All right? But in most cases, people aren't serial killers. And being happy is simply just realizing that you have certain emotions and you have certain impulses, and there's no such thing as good or bad. You just have to decide what the world is that you want to live in, and then figure out which actions are most conducive to bringing that world about in your life. And emphasize those. Don't let anybody, for any reason whatsoever, even if your impulses are criminal, you have to still understand them. Otherwise, they are just going to be sitting in your mentality, finding or searching for ways to come out. And they're going to start perverting all different other aspects of your life because they need to be addressed. And so it's so important to not let yourself be defined by other people or by mere words. Let yourself be defined by your own actions.